If you want to grow past 7 figures a year, you can't be the one running your marketing. Your job isn't to write the posts or check every ad. It's to build a system that lets you monitor everything and then step back. Here's how to lead your marketing without living in it. I'm Daisy Lopez, a growth specialist here at Abogados Now. We've worked with over 500 law firms nationwide and driven more than $250 million in settlement fees. And we're a Google Premier partner, the top 3% of agencies in the world. We build marketing dashboards and partner structures for the 500 plus firms we work with, so we see firsthand how owner led systems actually scale. Right now, you're probably the go to person on every post, every campaign, every decision. That's the bottleneck. Step out of the way. So the first shift really lands on the idea that you can't be the person doing the marketing. You have to hire, whether that's an in house marketing lead, an agency, or a partner. Hire them and let them actually do the work. Bring in someone, an agency, a marketing director, a partner, and give them the actual authority to run the channels and make the moves. All you should be doing is allocating budget and being the final decision maker on larger scale projects. Think like Super Bowl commercials or expanding campaigns to a new state, never approving little AB creative. Once you're not doing the work, you still need to see everything. That's where a centralized dashboard comes in. Pull revenue, leads coming in, qualified versus disqualified leads, how many are in pipeline, appointments, cost per case, and ROI, all in one view, broken down by office, practice area, state, and whatever else helps you see the bigger picture. The dashboard shows you which channels perform best, which underperform, which produce the biggest revenue, and which ones are worth keeping. Your partner and your team build this together, so you're never running around for answers or digging through spreadsheets. The good news is that a good agency already has this for you from day one and helps you tailor this dashboard in the first few weeks. Instead of hunting for numbers, you just glance at the dashboard and ask the right questions. What are we doing to improve our meta and Instagram performance? You see holistically whether the firm is winning or failing, trending up or down, or just had an off month, and seeing if your investments are actually panning out. Now that you have the dashboard and a partner running the work, rethink your meeting cadence. A lot of owners sit in with the social team, the ads team, the SEO team constantly. That's not leading, that's micromanaging. And frankly, it's a waste of your time. Perhaps it isn't the worst thing in the world when teams are failing or there's been an addition to the marketing structure, but you need to protect your time. We typically don't recommend meeting more than about twice a week. More than that gets excessive unless you're running a huge campaign that requires more strategy and precision. In these meetings, make sure you're meeting with your consultants, your directors, the ones who actually oversee strategy, not just making the social media captions. In those meetings, you push the big questions. What's our next big campaign? Or this partnership isn't working? Or how do we expand to the next practice area? Once you've set the direction, step back and let your partner's creative team actually execute. That's what you hired them for. In the first few months of a new relationship, it's fine to be granular and check in a little bit more. It's essential to ensure the partnership is built off of trust and true commitment. A great partner is one you trust to move forward without you hovering. That's the whole point of hiring the role or the agency. Lastly, here's what the biggest owners in the country told us. When we sat down with John Morgan and Ross Cellino, they were crystal clear on one thing. Morgan and Morgan didn't become the biggest personal injury firm in the country by being careful with the marketing budget. They got there by pouring money back into marketing relentlessly, year after year. John Morgan told us directly that you simply have to spend more to make more, and you have to keep trying to get into new channels to see which ones stick. Rosselino told us he took tiny draws in the early days, around $500 a week, and reinvested every other dollar into marketing until the whole market knew their name. When owners are too conservative with marketing dollars, they get little growth or very slow growth. You can't cheap your way to 8 figures. But before you hand the keys to anyone, vet them rigorously. A good marketer turns your dollars into more dollars. A real partner drives your CAC down, your cost to acquire a case. And if they're not doing that, they're not the right agency for you. Real growth in law firm marketing takes time. Don't expect results in a week or a month. Be patient and be realistic. Ask candidates how they measure success, what their past clients have achieved, and whether they can show you the math. When you step back, hire the right partner and trust the process. The whole thing starts to scale. You monitor, they execute, the dollars work harder. That's what marketing leadership looks like at scale. You set direction, watch the dashboard, and trust the team to do the work. The biggest firms in the country didn't get there by the owner running every social post. They got there by building a system and then stepping back. None of this requires $1 billion budget. It requires discipline, trust, and letting go of being the bottleneck. Marketing is what grows the firm, but only if you hire the right partner and actually let them do the work. Step out, monitor the dashboard, and trust the system. If you're ready to stop being the bottleneck and start growing past 7 figures, book a call with us. We'll walk you through how we structure marketing partnerships and dashboards for firms that are ready to scale. See you soon.